Hello everyone and welcome back to Algebra 1. Today we are getting started on concept number 4. And in concept number 3 we saw many different ways of how we would multiply and divide rational expressions. In concept 4 we're going to be looking at how to add and subtract in different ways and different scenarios rational expressions as well. Okay, so let's get started. Today, I already have our example written on the board. And in the examples that we're going to be seeing today and in your assignments, you will see that the denominator, which is the number on the bottom of the fraction, are the same in both rational expressions. Okay? The only numbers that are different are the numerators. So that's what we're going to focus on mostly. So let's say our problem looks just like that. 4 over 3y plus 7 over 3y. Okay, like I said, we're going to focus on our numerator. So we're just going to add them straight across. 4 plus 7 over 3y. Okay, and we actually just leave it 3y because our denominators are the same. We don't need to touch them or adjust them in any way, shape, or form. It just stays. Okay, so now we're left with that. But unlike multiplication and division, we don't finish off there. We actually simplify it a little further by adding it. So we would add 4 to 7 and that'll give us 11. So actually our final answer would be this. Okay? Now, let's see a different scenario. What if we had variables involved in both the numerator and the denominator? Now, like I said, in today's examples and assignments, our denominators are going to be the same. And just like we did in our first example where we just left our denominator be, that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this case, even though it is x minus 2, which is a small equation. Okay, but we're following the same steps. We have 3x plus x. So let's go ahead and write it out. We're going to be adding our numerators and just copying down our denominator. Very well, again, to simplifying it. Now, we know how adding variables can get a little tricky, right? But in this case, I have 3x plus x, which pretty much just is like having 3x plus 1x. We are adding two constants with the same variable. So they can combine or they can add. Therefore, we are left with 4x over x minus 2. And that would be your final answer. Okay, now just so we cover it, let's say instead of it being x, it's y, but everything else is the same. Like this. Okay, our denominator stays the same. And we write out 3x plus y. This would actually be our final answer in this case. Why? Because can't combine an x and a y because we don't know what the variable value is. So that would be our final answer in the case that our variables on the numerators were different. Okay? That's just so you know. Now, let's go on into your assignment for today. Very well. For your assignment today, I have this example right here on the board. Keep in mind, what we're seeing today, all our denominators are the same. So pretty much just follow the steps I took to solve this. Remember to simplify it as much as possible and combine all terms that you can when adding your numerators. If you have any questions on anything or you need any extra help, please don't hesitate and ask. I'm here to help. I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon, and I hope you all have a very wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.